Your eyes don't shine, don't shine. Don't shine. They were wise. No. Your words, don't shine. They were wise. No.
All right, guys, welcome back to another Let's Talk at Legacy Broadcast. Legacy Boardroom today. Sorry, it's a little early today. Just got my first cup of coffee in, but we're excited about this one. We have Ethereal in here today to talk about their project. Today we have Francis and Cuzzo's talking about the project. How are you guys today?
Hey, Brian, good morning. Really well. How are you?
I'm good. How are you today?
Good, man. How's the sound quality? Good? Can anyone hear me well?
I can hear you loud and clear. Absolutely.
Perfect.
Yeah. So, if you just want to do a brief introduction about yourself, and then we'll get into project details, how long you've been in the crypto space, what your role is with the team, and we'll go from there.
Yeah, sounds good. I'm Cuzzo. I've been in crypto space for a few years. My first exposure to crypto was via altcoins, mainly VeChain, then the SafeMoon wave, and I've served on many projects as an advisor, financial guy, team structure, utility developments, et cetera, in various roles over the years. For Ethereal, particularly, I serve as an advisor. But as far as from the team, I know Fran's here. She said hello already. Chris is here, who's our CTO. Very, very important person. As far as Ethereal goes, to simply put, it's a passive income project. It's a revolutionary. It's a disruptive application that's basically designed to bring outside revenue into the project and not necessarily rely on people to buy after you in order for you to make any money. That will be oversimplifying it, but we'll go over the utilities, the revenue streams, how it works, how could you get involved, and all that good stuff. So if that's okay, I think Chris should introduce himself and how he's involved with the project.
Absolutely. Please do.
Hi, so my name is Christopher. You can find all my details, LinkedIn or whatever, directly on the website. We are all totally doxed. I'm the CTO for Ethereal. I'm French, by the way. I've been, let's say, in the crypto sphere for the past 10 years almost, mostly as an investor, and the past 2 years as a developer and project owner. I bridged the fence when I got tired of getting scammed and rugged, and I wanted to see projects more transparent, more open, and more community-oriented. So I decided to launch my own projects, trying to build something that is based on utilities, based on real world also, in order to bridge between crypto and the industry. I'm 25 years top tier manager in various different industries in Europe, and I guess that's pretty much all.
Awesome. And how long have you been with the team for?
Since December.
Since December, nice. And just going over the website and stuff, you guys launched on Polygon before. What happened with that, and why the migration over?
So just a brief explanation. This project has been created based on a vision from the founders, Patrick and Carl, and a kind of complex math structure from Patrick, trying to build a passive income project that would beat sell pressure. Okay, this is the aim. So he built an arsenal of complex mathematic formulas, trying to show that we can beat the sell pressure by bringing value over a passive income project. They first launched with a first team with an arbitrage bot, which was also a front-run bot. So the function were mixed into the same bot, trying to prove that the system was working. The system was indeed working. The point is the implementation was not, let's say, fully reliable and missed functions at some point. So they decided to halt the project from Polygon and change the team, try to, let's say, bring a different views and more professionalism within the team. And this is where we intervened into it. Patrick showed me all the math and everything, and I got really excited because when you look at it on paper, it seems to work. I've passed the past 25 years trying to, mitigate risk management into my various positions. So the first thing I was trying to understand is, okay, it works on paper, but does it work in real life? And indeed, I got convinced it do work in real life. And we worked tirelessly since December to prepare and build a fully automated, let's say, structure on the contracts, the dApps and everything to make the project work. Yeah.
Awesome. And since you guys are relaunching on Ethereum, are all the utilities that you're talking about right now, are they going to be ready at launch, or how far after launch will those be ready?
The arbitrage bot is ready. We've been testing it on testnet in January and February. Just in January, we did a test on one pair for 2 weeks. We generated 66 ETH of gains out of it. So we are really, really positive into, let's say, having the arbitrage bot fully working. For the mining fleet, we've started deploying 30 miners already. They are currently being, let's say, powered up. So, and there is no real risk of non-functioning on it. So we did finance it, and we are currently plugging them. As for the front-run bot, it's a generic, let's say, technology. Just it requires quite a heavy operational cost. So for the moment, we are currently raising. The front-run bot might not be launched immediately and might not be ready immediately at launch, but we are really, let's say, positive in activating it fast after launch.
Which is good, because I know a lot of people that are probably investing in the project are really looking forward to that front-running bot. I know a lot of these projects I get in, you see a big whale come in, and then boom, a front-runner bot hits. So it'd be nice to have control of one of those for sure. So is that something you're going to be giving away to everybody, or is that something that these investors are going to have to access through holding certain NFTs?
So all the technology that is around the project is for the project. So you have to be a holder of the project to be able to benefit it. We won't be giving access to any technology externally from the project. It's all an imbricated, let's say, complex structure of automated, let's say, command in between the different contracts and the different dApps. So we try to mitigate at maximum the human interaction into the project, first to ensure security and avoid thefts or whatever. And because we also have a multi-sig wallet over all those technologies, so the few entries that we have within the project are mostly for settings and asset management, and they are all under multi-sig control. The rest is fully automated and based on the math.
Okay, awesome. Awesome. That's a good answer. I like that. So let's get into talk about what the NFTs are going to do for these investors then, and how far along will the NFTs be ready for the investors to start using?
So I continue, Kuzo. Excuse me.
Yeah, that's okay. If you got this, you can keep going. I'm sure Kuzo will hop in when he's got to, but yeah, just keep on going.
Yeah, you're doing really
Don't
well.
hesitate to
And like I
interrupt
said-
me, because
No. Please go ahead, because I know you're heavily involved with the NFT process and how they should function and what kind of value that brings to the investors and when will they be introduced, prices and all that stuff. So you know a lot more than I do, but if you ever need, I'll step in. No worries. Keep going, please.
okay. So NFT. This is an add-on that we thought of about 2 months ago. The idea is we had that triptych of value generation around the Nodes project, and we thought, okay, what benefit could we bring to our holders on top of just having the perpetual passive income system from the nodes? And we thought about those NFTs. So that's a line that will be launched most probably 2 to 3 weeks after launch. It consists of 2,000 NFTs, so it's a limited number. They will have boost values from 5% to 25%, and they will be, let's say, on sale on OpenSea. We won't sell them too expensive, but we won't offer them either, because this is generating overvalue over the current passive income system, and it will help us also continuing financing the different free value generation mechanism around the project. So what can you do with your NFTs? Once you have NFTs, you can stake on the DApp NFTs in front of your node type. So we have 6 different node types, and each node type will have the possibility to attach 2 NFTs. So the boost value is cumulative on up to 2 NFTs per node type. So someone having 6 different node types in his portfolio could stake up to 12 NFTs to boost all his node types twice.
Awesome. I like that. I like that a lot. So the passive income rewards are pretty big if you stake all your NFTs. I like that.
Yeah, you can go up to 50% extra, let's say, APY every day.
Yeah, awesome. I just want to say, whoever did this pitch deck, you guys did a very good job. This DApp looks incredible. Looks really clean, looks easier, user-friendly. I'm really looking forward to this. When would the DApp, sorry, I think you already mentioned that, but when's the DApp going to be accessible?
So the DApp is already ready. Okay, we are just fine-tuning it, and we are currently in test mode with the different contracts. So we have the nodes contract, which is directly interacting with the DApp. So we are finalizing the latest tests.
Cool. And let's get into the meat and potatoes of this. I hear you guys just finished your private sale, which congratulations. It's kind of unfortunate. Hopefully my community got in there when we posted the AMA and they didn't sleep on it, but congratulations on filling that. What are the next steps on the pre-sale? When are the dates for the pre-sale? And what percentages did private sale get over pre-sale?
So there's no what you have to understand on the tokenomics is 99.9% of the tokens, they won't be distributed. They will be used for reward and LP generation principles from the launch and during the lifetime of the project. So what we are selling now is really a tiny quantity of what we will have available. We have a fixed supply of 150 million tokens, okay, and at a $20 per token price, you can imagine how much it represents globally. So we run a lot of simulations, having 10,000 nodes of each type. We can run the project for more than 12 years, distributing what we keep into the treasury contracts for the LPs and the rewards. Okay, so the project will be growing up on the go.
Awesome. So you've already thought about the longevity of the project before you're even launching the project. That's something a lot of
Yes.
project owners don't do as well. So I'm happy you've done that.
Hey, Brian, if I could interject a little bit, the private sale
Absolutely.
is still open. I
Oh,
know
it's
you
still
mentioned
open.
it is still open, but I don't know how long it will stay open. I know we've had discussions in the team that make sure that we at least provide 24 to 40-hour notice before that's closed. But right now, it's still open, and this is
Well,
the
there you
only
guys.
sale. This is the only sale that will be conducted. There is no pre-sale or anything like that. But this phase is the only one, as I am aware of.
Oh, perfect. So from this private sale, you'll launch the token when everything is ready. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So you guys heard that. Make sure if you're interested in the project and you want to invest in, make sure you hop on here and find out how you can invest. This is not something you're going to want to sleep on. I think this project has very good potential. I know there's a lot of big rooms behind this, a lot of big investors that are going to be pushing this as well. I know my team and I are definitely going to be looking into it as well. And another thing you don't see, guys, is the whole team here is are doxed. You can check out the team on the website. This is just a pitch deck here, but if you go to the website, you can find all the team here. So make sure if you have any questions, concerns of who the people are behind the project, not only listen to these AMAs, but do your own research as well. Hop in here, check it out. And if you have any questions, the team's more than welcome to answer them for you. So let's get into more. I see you guys have contests going on up here. Can you guys elaborate a little bit on what the contests are that you'll be having?
I think Fran, who's driving right now, she is the CMO of the project. She's the one who's working various partnerships and Gleam and other stuff where people can enter. And there are some things that are involved with it. I would say highly check that out. All the details that you need to know would be disclosed right there. I'm not sure if Fran could speak. If she could say a couple of words, but definitely check that out.
It seems like it's down right now. I don't know if this is something you guys are going to do just a little later. But
I
that's
think
okay.
this is where that closure of the private sale coming, and these are the processes that are being followed.
Gotcha.
Like I said, that these things are developing. So I'm sure that's one of the first things that will be closed, which looks like it's being closed. And then the next snap count will come into closing the private sale.
If
All
I
right,
if I
cool.
if I can interject on it, the contest was mostly make Ethereal aware around you contest, and from what I know, it ended up 10 days ago. So we had a bit of giveaway, some nodes that we gave away for a few, let's say, top contributors in pushing Ethereal name over Twitter and the different social networks.
Perfect. I like that. The organic growth, people going to work for their bags and making the awareness known. I like that. Also, guys, we just posted the Google form for the private sale in our chat. Make sure you go there, use that form. Like the team said, it'll be closing shortly. So don't miss this opportunity because this will be the only chance you can buy before it goes live. Can we get a little bit more into the nodes? I'm interested to see like what kind of nodes you guys are offering, and are they custom or are they ones that you're using from somebody else?
So the node principle is quite easy. It's like a staking pool if you want. So, but it's a staking pool where you exchange your token against a node, and the node is in the contract seen as an NFT. Okay, and that's an NFT that will reward on a daily basis from 0.4% to 1.2%, depending on the node size. So we start with the micro node and we go up to the partner nodes. It depends the amount you are investing. The more you invest, the more APY daily you receive. So the less ROI you have on it. Okay. And the private sale offer, let's say, the opportunity to enter at a fixed price. What you have to understand is the different mechanisms we have around the project are aiming to, let's say, beat the sell pressure, which means that we might have a nice non-stop growing chart, which means that the current $20 we're offering on the token, after the launch, we might not see it again.
Yeah, which makes sense. Yeah. Okay, that answers enough for my question right now. I have some of my team that'll probably be asking questions shortly after, and then I'm going to open up the floor for questions for the community as well. So if you guys have any questions, make sure you just hold on to those until we're ready to start asking questions. But another thing I want to get into too is I see you guys are going to start your own blockchain, which I see people doing, people talking about it. How far along, like how's the idea going for that? How far along are you with that? Because I feel that that's going to be the biggest thing of the project once everything is up and running. Having your own blockchain is massive. So if you guys want to kind of dabble on that just a little bit.
Yeah, it's a process. Okay, absolutely. If you think about it, first we are launching, let's say, the project. We will prove that we can beat the sell pressure. We will generate value around it. We will distribute a lot of value to the holders through the token price, but also through the rewards. And then we will introduce the NFTs. We have our pass-through DEX that will allow anyone to buy directly from the website. And then we have two big, let's say, project, which is to develop our own proprietary DEX with our own AMA, okay, and our blockchain. So the blockchain principle, it's a proof of work blockchain. The founders already acquired the right to use it, but for the moment we haven't developed it. And the idea would be, once the project is big enough, okay, and recognized enough, is to launch our own blockchain and to propose the node system to anyone who would be willing to launch something on our own blockchain and create a kind of passive income blockchain, which would bring perpetual incomes to any investors in it.
Love that. So obviously you guys know what you're doing. Anyone in this AMA right now that doesn't understand, go in, check it out, look deeper into it. Because this is what is going to make a blockchain. This is what's going to do it for the team. This idea will be massive once it's implemented. So I'm happy you guys went with that route. And will you be raising money for the exchange of their tokens?
The exchange on the blockchain, no, it will be financed directly through Ethereal. So the only raise we will do is the current raise, and the rest will be auto-financed, because we know that this is an auto-feeding system, and as long as it will auto-feed itself, it will generate value for the holders, but for the project also, and we will be able to finance all our developments.
Okay, cool. So that's most of my questions for now. I love everything you guys have built here. If you guys want to say anything to our community that maybe we haven't touched on, maybe that you want to make the point across of why people should invest with you, you can go ahead and do that right now until I find some more questions and see if I have any more questions in our community.
Oh, thanks, Brian. Yeah, you know what I will say, a lot of people that have not been exposed to Ethereal yet, they probably still wondering, how exactly does it work? You know, how do you guys really make money? Yes, they probably reviewed the website with 3 income streams, and Chris did explain that. I think it will be beneficial to everyone to understand what the arbitrage bot, or the rebalancing bot, as we would call it, how does it really work? And everybody understands the front run, and everybody understands the miner systems. But I think it will be good for Chris to go over that, the rebalancing, and how exactly does it make money every single day, 24/7.
Absolutely, that'd be great.
Yes. So I guess everybody understands the system of a front-end bot. It pushes, let's say, transactions over buys or sells before and after to let's say to front run big transactions. So this, I will park it, and we know globally what it is. An arbitrage bot usually is a bot that is used to benefit the a token value difference between exchanges or between blockchains. Here, that's a little different. That's why we call it an arbitrage bot, but that's really a balance bot, a rebalance bot, as Kuzo said, because we will be creating pairs with the 50 or 100 main ETH tokens with real, okay? So we will create LPs of real with Shiba, Doge, or whatever, okay? And then what the bot will do is it will balance values between the different pairs depending on how the different tokens will evolve. So if I take just two examples, Doge and Shiba, if you have Shiba going up and Doge, let's say, stagnating, what will the bot do is based on a different trigger, so a kind of percentage of difference between the two of them, he will sell part of the Shiba and real, okay, and buy more Doge and real. Okay, so first of all, the first impact is on the real, you are selling less token than you are buying. So you create a buy pressure. The second point is you are selling some Shibas, you generate a value in ETH or in stablecoin, and you are reinjecting a part of it into the Doge to reinforce the Doge pair, and you keep the dust gain, which is in between. Okay, so now if they go down, if Shiba goes down and Doge stagnate, that's reverse. You will sell part of the Doge and buy back part of the Shiba, reinforcing your position in Shiba pair, okay, for the next leg up, okay? So we will be playing and high frequency trading between the different pairs like this. So the principle I just explained between two pairs, just multiply it by 50 or 100 pairs, okay? And you see the number of trading opportunity that we will have on a daily basis. It's huge.
Absolutely.
And
yeah,
and we create those gains all over.
And this is why I wanted to Chris to explain it, because if you don't understand anything about the project, that's okay. You just get to this AMA 25 minutes into it, and this 30 seconds ought to do it for you. Because when I mentioned in the beginning that it's revolutionary, when I said that it's an application that's disruptive, that it's not done at this scale, then this is what it means, that when that autonomous bot is going to leverage those 50 to 100 top pairs on Ethereum blockchain, and this is how it's going to do it. It's going to do it its own, and know that technology will not be shared, but that will be something incorporated into the blockchain, which is down the line that you guys discussed. This is how project makes money for itself, and it will be live minute one when it goes at the launch. So now you guys understand why the nodes are created, why it's a passive income, because those bots will be bringing that money into the project. The miners will be bringing money to the project. The front run will be soon after bringing money to the project. All that creates volume and increase the liquidity. And that's how you cash out your tokens every single day as a passive income to improve your life. This is the essence of the project. If you want to know, this last 30 seconds, a minute ought to do it for you.
Yeah, I wish I would have one of those on a central exchange, because I got to do it all myself. So I will definitely be investing with this project and setting this up. Now, with this bot, is this something that's going to do it automatically, or is this something that you have to customize to what your liking is?
The only thing that will be manual is the creation of the first pairs, because we will balance manually the different pairs, but then the bot will totally work autonomously. Autonomously. I was searching the word. On the balancing. And the point is it will balance, and if a token goes super up, I mean, rise super fast, it could even totally sell the full LP, okay, and wait for an opportunity to rebuild the LP later on.
Cool. And this is something you're going to be able to take out every day on the DApp. There'll be like a collecting rewards, or how are people going to be able to take their passive income out?
So the token will be distributed on the go every block. On every block, and there is a claim button, and you can claim your rewards whenever you want, and then you can dispose of them as you want, regenerating new nodes or just selling them on the market.
Yeah, well, it kind of makes sense just to rejuvenate them and make more money on the money you're already making. I guess everyone's going to have a different approach of how they're investing and how they're going to be collecting, but I know that's going to be
Yeah,
my strategy.
Yeah,
yeah. And another
blockchain is
point,
about freedom. So the guys will do whatever they want, and what we know is we will have enough buy pressure to counter the sell pressure. It's normal also to take sometimes some benefits.
Yeah, I think it'd be cool also maybe if you set up like a competition within the community of just like how people are making their investment, how their portfolio is being built up off of your DApp.
One of
hey,
the
Brian, I
points
was
that
gonna ask. I'm
sorry.
sorry. I was gonna ask. I see Fran is still muted, and also there's DS Crypto. He's also an advisor on the team, and if you could unmute them. But while you do
Absolutely.
that, and I will also say this, I know you guys discussed that the front run bot, and what was missed out of that is yes, you could build a front run bot, and yes, you can fund it. But if you don't have one of those fastest validated nodes, then it's no good to you. And so that's another part of the project that usually sometimes people miss. That there has been a heavy investment and development on this technology and to acquire some of those things that are not readily available to average people. So that's a key thing. So I'm trying to mention the things that would justify the language that's often used in this project, which is to cancel the sell pressure, because the math behind it is the amount of notes that are being sold that will generate a passive income, and those people want to cash out every single day, and that's perfectly fine. But how you offset it at the rate that you offset it, that's what's important.
Absolutely. Yeah. And that's what's going to be the difference between you and a project that's trying to do the same thing you guys are. So that's good.
Exactly. Anybody that's ever ran a project and tried to leverage their own liquidity against the pair manually, some of the developers should do that. But how many pairs can you do it with, and can you do it via bot? And that's the big difference. Correct.
Exactly.
And I would just add one point. Once you own a node, you receive perpetual passive incomes, which means that you don't need to all the time run after cashing in. You can build yourself and build more nodes just to become, let's say, self-sufficient financially on the run. And as we said, the project is here to last. We designed it to at least last 12 years, and we know that in between we might have to redo a few contracts or do a relaunch to add new functionalities or even the new blockchain. So anyway, we are just started, but we're here for a long time, and we hope that the success of this project will make a lot of people financially independent.
Oh, absolutely. And you just said that very correctly. The fact that you guys already know that later on down the road, you'll have to do upgrades to smart contracts and maybe launch a V3. That's all part of it. If you think of absolutely everything out of the gate without not trying to tweak things as you go, I don't really think you're looking at growing the project that well if you don't think that you're going to be upgrading as time goes on. So the fact that you guys just pointed that out just means that, yeah, we're here for a long time. We want to build, we want to grow, we want this to be very successful. So I'm happy that you just mentioned that. But like I said, guys, you've answered most of my questions. So I'm going to ask if we can open up the floor to the community, see if they have any questions for you, if that's okay.
Let's go for it.
Awesome. So guys, if you have any questions, go ahead and raise your hand. Justin, if you have any questions as well, I know you were asking me a few things. But yeah, guys, don't be afraid. If you don't want to raise your hand and talk in BC, just ask in the main chat and I will ask the question for you. Just see if there's any hands raised. No, nothing yet. I guess everyone's gotten their take from what you guys have explained so far. Are you guys going to keep doing an AMA tour? What's your plan of marketing going forward to get the name out there a little more?
There you go. Now it's the time for Fran to speak. Hey, Fran, you here?
Yes, I am. Hi, Brian.
Hey,
Good
Fran, how are you?
question. Good. Yeah, so normally I don't get many market questions. It gets a lot of the tech. Yeah, I was just
Well,
look at the numbers today, like only in the last month when we redid our website and everything, we did about 15 AMAs and a space as well. So the good thing about that is, as Kuzu say, he's an advisor, and most of our AMAs come from people we trust. So we decided to do a little bit of branding with the people we know, good network, people who really understand how this works, right? Mix a little bit with some very few public groups, and been working very well. We get incredible people that comes from a community that's been growing massively for us. So the next steps now is we're gonna continue our tour. I always say in the AMAs, if you have a good lounge or a friend or somebody that you want to bring to us, please do it. We haven't been spending much money as well. This is not the kind of project that you need an influencer or this type of thing. If you want to come on board, we welcome many people. That's the way we're working. We're going to focus more on spaces as well. We just did an article on our crypto magazine. Our team go to conference. So our CFO was in a conference in London, and he did a great network there. Myself, I'll be at Ethereal in Brazil at the end of the month. So those are the type of connections that we believe, and that's what we do in that work. If we go to our website, you're gonna see that our website has several languages as well. Like we don't see many projects embracing people, but that's part of what Rio really is. As Chris said, we want everybody to have this opportunity to change their lives. So, and we know language can be a barrier, so we were very careful about this as well. So we work with different communities, international communities. As I said on our website, we have Portuguese, Spanish, English, French as well. Yeah. So this is
so
the type of market we're
I'll,
doing.
I'll give you guys a lot of
Yeah.
credit. A lot of these
Thank you.
websites that I've seen, they don't cater to different ethnicities. So I'm
Exactly.
happy to see this. It's usually just English and maybe Chinese every once in a while. But
Yeah.
the fact that you guys already have this done, this is usually an afterthought of a lot of projects. So kudos to you
Thank you.
guys on already thinking long term and bringing in more of the world. Another thing I want to ask is at these conferences that you guys are going to, will you be speakers or will you just be there for like networking and talking and shaking hands?
Yeah, so for example, we had like a meetup, and we like the small conference as well. We think we can get more from that. We had a meetup with a project, because I don't know if everybody's very familiar, called Nilian. It's a meta blockchain, they're not a blockchain, it's a massive project. So they had a meetup in London, and our team went there, the core team. So we had one of the founders, myself, we have Chris, and we had Hulk. So that's not normal, right? To see projects meeting as well. So it was an amazing meetup with them because we know how big they're gonna be. So we like to have these meetings. I'm planning a conference in June in Europe, and I would like to our founders to be one of the speakers as well. Um, in Rio, I have very good connections with some people that I want to meet and introduce the project. So it's both ways. I'm not the right person to explain. You see, it's a very technical project. And when you go to some markets, people don't even know what a node is, right? I mean, we understand
Yeah,
staking. So yeah, so answer your question, yes. And I always say, if you have connection you want to send our way, please do. Our team is always open. If you have an event and want us to sponsor, if we have the budget, we want to be there. But we need to be very careful. We're not gonna go to Dubai to get an award that we know it's not real, right? Uh,
absolutely.
yes. So that's the market we do. You got to understand this project comes with a very strong Web2 foundation, right? It's half of the team comes from Web2, and Web3. That's like the new team that joined.
Yeah, and I think that's crucial to have both those teams kind of amalgamate together and make one big team. Um, I'm a very strong believer that AMAs and just going around shaking hands, meet people, having drinks is the best way to talk about a project and to get more eyes on it. Because that one person you
100%.
talk to will then talk to two more people. Those two people will then talk to two other people. So it's a way of free marketing. If you're good at
Yeah.
talking and your project has a lot of meat to it and the potential to make a lot of money off of it, people are just going to swarm. And with the website that you guys have redone too, it looks very good. Um, I think you guys will do very well in this space. I'm happy that you went to Ethereum. I know a lot of our community members now are choosing Ethereum over BSC. So I think that was a very smart move as well. So I'm happy with that. What other questions do I have? I like the marketing strategy you're doing. Are you guys thinking of, actually NFT week is probably what, this month in Miami? Yeah, it's this month in Miami.
I didn't. We want to do the NFTs. I think we're gonna have the NFTs that Chris can correct me after we launch. And I want to talk with the team to do something very special. We know some specific markets who are crazy about NFTs. You know, for example, South America. I work with the Metaverse Council in Dubai as well, so I'm trying to leverage this a little bit. We're not there yet, but just to know where. Please, we're not there yet. But just to know where the hubs are, right? That's important too. Where we sell more NFTs, yeah, and what this NFT project. Another thing is if you're a project owner and you this AMA and you would like to have partnerships with us, we're very open. I think we believe that projects should help each other. You know, I think that's something we're not here to compete. Yeah, let's give opportunities to everyone.
Build a brand together. Yeah.
Exactly.
I'm going blank. I just had a question too. I just can't remember what it was. Anyways, if anyone else has any questions, please raise your hands. I'm going to be closing down the AMA shortly. I just want to say thank you again for taking your time to come here and sharing your project with our community. Oh, that's what I was going to say. This AMA is recorded. We will post this on all of our socials where people can go and listen. We will post all your links and make sure that people will be able to come find you guys and ask questions in your Telegram group. I have one other question. I'm getting from one of my teammates right now. Can you just clarify on the mineable, mintable tokens and proof of work? So is mineable and mintable? I guess that question would be for
me, I guess.
Or Chris, yeah.
Yeah, so no, fixed supply, 150 million tokens. We have a free Solidity contract interacting with each other, a nodes contract, a treasury contract, and an Ethereal contract. So one contract is in charge of the, let's say, DEX-SEX interaction, another one the interaction with the DApp, and the third one is the asset manager. So all the tokens will be in the asset manager and will be dispatched on demand or on request from the different contracts for the different needs.
Okay. That answers your question, Justin? Just give me one sec. He's typing right now. Justin is our developer for Legacy Capital, and he gets pretty in-depth with a lot of these. He likes diving deep at the dev aspect of all of these projects. So I'm just waiting for him to finish off his question that he's asking. How does the supply get controlled before the chain goes live?
I didn't get that question. Sorry.
Yeah, one sec. When is it going to be proof of work, he's asking? Is that when you go live on the chain, or is it going to be?
Yeah. The blockchain will be proof of work, and that's a further stage. When, I can't tell you. It can be 6 months from now, depending on the success of the project. Clearly, the speed of the value generation for the project depends on the raise. If we raise, we are currently at $350K raised for that project. Okay, we didn't put a hard cap simply because we know that the more we raise, the more efficient the mechanism of the arbitrage bot will be. And that's quite simple to understand. If you put 50 LPs with $100 each, considering the gas fee on ETH, okay, you need to have some significant variations between the different pairs before finding an opportunity of trade. Now, if you put $1,000, $10,000, or $100,000 in each pair, you quickly realize that the opportunity is micro variation. So you can generate non-stop opportunities and have an accumulation of gain that becomes exponential. Okay, so The point is, the more we raise, the more we can put into the arbitrage bot from the beginning, and the more we can generate, which means that we will leverage up the project value and the value generation, which would leverage up also all the mechanism of auto-feeding the system itself, putting more in the LPs, putting more in the mining fleet, putting more in the front run bots, thus increasing the different gains on the different levels, and at the end bringing the new blockchain. So the blockchain, I mean, the financing of the blockchain is not transparent and it's not small. So the only point is we need to, let's say, to have the project fully running and generating massively. Okay, so either we start small and we will ramp up slowly, or we start big and we will ramp up super fast and we will develop everything immediately.
Yeah. Do you guys have a number in mind that you need to make sure that everything is capable of running?
I
know it's kind of a double-sided question. I know.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, first, the sky is the limit. That's for sure. But reasonably, we knew that we needed 200K initially to be able to make it run and ensure that we would beat the equivalent sell pressure. Okay, so we passed that. Let's say that milestone. We are at 350K. To be honest, if we can reach the million or even 2 million, we would be much more comfortable to, let's say, start really fast and have real results from the beginning.
Okay. That's fair enough. You didn't need to give me a number, so I'm happy that you actually gave me a rough estimate. So I like
we
that.
made the calculation anyway, so we are transparent, and okay, it can seem big, it can seem ambitious, but once the project is running, honestly, we truly believe that the generation could be significantly huge.
Yeah, I honestly think so as well, and I know my team does as well. We're already going to be investing into this private sale you guys have going up, and I'm encouraging our community too as well. Just read over, do your own research, guys. And if you want to invest, go ahead and invest. If you like I said, if you have any questions, go ahead and ask any questions, because this team is very transparent. They're not afraid to tell you what's real and what's not real. Okay. So with that, guys, I think I'm going to wrap this up. I'll ask the community one more time if they have any more questions. Don't see any more questions. And just a reminder, guys, they are closing this private sale probably within days. They've already met their mark of what they're looking to raise, and they will be launching. Do you guys have an estimated date of when you'll be launching?
There is no date set yet. As I said, we are currently in the final stage of testing, the fine-tuning and fine-testing the latest points. We did the audit also of the contract, so I would say we are almost ready to go. We still need a 1 week setup for the arbitrage bot and everything and all the tech around. So I would say within the coming 2 weeks we can launch. Yeah.
Within 2 weeks. Okay, perfect. So you guys have, do you guys have like an idea of when you're shutting down? Like, I know you're already shut down the private sale and you're getting to that point. Are you going to run it right up until it goes live? Or is that something you're going to shut down a week before, get everyone hyped about the launch? What's your plan on that?
That's exactly what the discussions are. As Chris just said, that the arbitrage bot and the liquidity pairs and everything else, dropping the DApp, getting people familiarized with the whole project, how it works, how they get cash out, all that will take about a week or so. But of course, the private sale will end before that. So once we end that, and then the preparation time, I don't see us continue to raise after the private sale is closed for everyone else.
Right. Okay, I got one more question. Sorry, guys. Justin has asked a question. Since their chain is going to be proof of work, it means their token is mintable/mineable. And if they are raising their money off of what will be their native token of their chain, then the concern for me is that they're getting mintable tokens for our investments. This is what I asked earlier. Pardon, you can't speak right now. So If you guys can kind of touch up on Justin's question, it's in the chat right there.
Yeah. I didn't get what Justin was saying. Sorry, but you have to understand that once we launch the blockchain, the native token won't be the real. The real is attached to Ethereal project, the Nodes project, the passive income project. The blockchain will be a support, okay, but will support a new native token. So it's something totally different, okay. We won't be using the current real into the native blockchain.
That answer your question there, Justin? Perfect. Thanks for answering that, Chris. Okay, guys, we're going to wrap this up right now. Again, I just want to thank you for coming in here, sharing your project with our community. And I will try and push all of our community towards you. I wish the best for everything for you guys. Good luck with the launch. We will be watching. And I will be sharing this video with whoever wants it, Cuzos or Chris. If you guys want this, I'll share it with you as well. And we will be posting this on our YouTube, our Telegram, and we'll probably be posting links on our Twitter as well. So make sure you guys all check that out. Share as much as you can. And I'm looking forward to seeing how this project grows. If you guys have any last statements before closing out, please share those now.
Thanks, Brian. Thanks for having us. I'll just make brief remarks that when you look at Ethereal, you have to put on a different type of glasses, okay? Look at it, Ethereal project as a passive income project, and then compare this project to other passive income projects that may be Ponzi at the end of the day, okay? So then you look at the income streams that are being provided in order to support the sell pressure, because at the end of the day, we all are tired of buying projects, whitelist, private sales, the tokens that we can't sell, upset people, or the liquidity can't handle. This project was designed by investors' standpoint to make sure that if you're going to launch, there's a tech to back it up. The tech should be ready. And the revenue should be real. So hopefully you guys got that essence of it, that all these things are ready to go. The raise is almost complete, done. So this is how you should value this project and compare towards two. The vision for Patrick and Carl was to create a passive income for everyone that's sustainable, that's real, and that's designed to help you in your daily life, okay? So this is how you need to look at this project. But as we said before, go on the website. The team is fully doxed. Their socials are there. So the urgency is to get this launched as soon as possible. I know everybody's pushing for it. So this private sale is live. It's open. Once this goes and those bots start working and feeding its liquidity and raising the token price, it will be nowhere near what you see today. So that's the urgency. But of course, anything I say is not a financial advice, but I'm fully invested in it. Thanks.
Awesome, guys. Thanks again. And we will be in touch. Again, guys, check out their website. Check out all the socials. Don't miss this opportunity. You've heard it here, Legacy Capital Boardroom. Have a good day, guys. Wish you the best.